Joining us. We are starting today on our backs, laying down. If you have a block or a pillow or something at home that you can lay on, place it right behind your heart space on the ground so that as you lay down on top of it, it opens up your chest. And then whether you've got that object or not, you can keep your arms out and to any varying degree up, which will also help to open up through the rib cage and the chest. Go ahead and just let everything slow down and stop for a moment, lying here on your back. For anyone who's new to me, my name is Jess. Welcome. This is 45 minutes of power flow, and we are getting started lying on our backs. Let's take about 3 more huge breaths here. Feeling the rise and fall of your chest. And then if you've got a block or a pillow behind your spine, go ahead and roll off to the side and remove that. And then return onto your back. Take a full body stretch. Reach through the fingers and the toes. And then hug the knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice little squeeze and a little rock side to side. Feel your spine against the ground. Let's open the arms like a T. Drop the knees over to the left. Turn and look over toward your right hand. Big breath here. And then inhale those knees through the center. Drop them over to the right. Look to the left. Take a big breath. Come back through center. Let's fire up a little bit more core activity. So make a tabletop with your legs, knees stacked over the hips. Feet are extended out here. Good. And then let the knees go over towards the left, but don't let them hit the ground. Cover them and bring them back through the center. Keep that tabletop 90 degrees. Take them over to the right. Let's do it 2 more times to each side. Try to be smooth and steady with it. Wake up that spine. Last time, over to the left, up through the center, over to the right, and rise through center. Good, and then hug your knees into your chest, give yourself a nice little squeeze. Rock yourself up to seated. Reach up nice and tall here. We'll take a little twist. Right hand goes back, left hand goes across the front. Gaze behind you. Inhale through center, reach up. Exhale, twist the other way. Peek back over your shoulder. Inhale to center, reach up. Drop the hands back behind you. Open up, lean back. Rise back up, reach tall. And then let's make our way over to all fours. Just a few cat-cows here, continuing to warm up your spine. So inhale, look up, and exhale, look down. Inhale, feel the shoulders. And exhale, tuck that tailbone, stretch the low back. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And then come back to neutral. And from here, tuck your toes, hover the knees just an inch off of your mat. Power up through your shoulders, push the ground away. And then press hips to heels. You're about to pounce. Look forward, press your hands forward and down. Keep your chest touching your thighs if you can, and straighten through the legs. Coming into a down dog. Take a nice big breath here. Empty that out. Inhale. And exhale. Step your feet wide to the edges of your mat. And if your heels don't touch the ground, walk them forward until they do. And then really feel the heels pressing down. Tons of stretch through the backs of your legs, perhaps. Let's take the left hand and grab for the right ankle. Ankle or shin, don't slip and fall on your head. Breathe. And then unwind that twist and take it the other way. Right hand grabbing for the left ankle. Pull yourself underneath. Twisting gently. Good. Unwind it. Step back into a regular down dog. Take a nice big breath. And then tiptoe to the top of the mat, folding in half as you go. When you get there, lift halfway up, flatten out your back. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise up to standing. Reach, reach, reach for the sky. And exhale your hands to your heart. Pause for a moment. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. 2 more breaths like that. Perhaps set an intention for your practice if you like. And then inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Halfway lift, get long and flat. And then exhale, both hands down. Let's step both feet back to high plank. Fold right there. Get super strong. Tailbone is reaching towards the wall behind you. Crown of the head is reaching up front. We're going to take it to a side plank. You can lower the right knee or choose to keep it lifted. Keep the right hand down and the left hand rises. Breathe here. Push those hips high. Make your body into a rainbow shape if you can. 2 more big breaths. And then bring it back to the center high plank. Take it to the left. Open up that side plank. Strong arms, strong core. Come back to center and press up and back to down dog. Take 2 huge breaths in your down dog. And then as you exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float your feet to hands, halfway lift at the top. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise up, reach to the sky. And exhale your hands to your heart. We'll do that again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Hands go down, feet step back, high plank and hold. Side plank on the right side, open it up. And this time, let's take that top hand and reach it over your head as your hips press higher. It's so long through the left side of your body. And then come back to the center. Take it over to the other side. Left hand is down, right hand is up. Reach the right hand up and over. Come back to center. Down dog. 2 huge breaths right there in down dog. Feel free always to drop the knees if you want to take a little rest. And then on an exhale, bend the knees, step or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift when you get there, flatten out. Exhale, fold. Rise up on the inhale, touch the sky. And hands come to your heart. Let's do it again. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Halfway lift. Hands go down, both feet step back, high plank. Going to the right, drop those heels, open the left hand to the sky. This time add a little flare, take that left foot up. And then step the left foot back behind you. Turn it into a back bend, hips push high. Breathe, your whole front side of the body is wide open. Come back around, high plank in the middle. Left side, same thing. Right arm goes up to the sky. The right leg can float high. Step it behind you, push your hips, toss your head back, breathe. And then come back around to high plank. Big breath here. Down dog, exhale. 2 big breaths in and out. Inhale. Bend your knees as you exhale. Inhale, feet to hands, halfway lift, flatten out. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, stand up. Hands to heart. All right. Bring your big toes together to touch. Your heels can have a little bit of space. And then sit down into your chair pose. Good. Drop the seat. Reach tall through the hands. You look strong. This is good. Find something you can soften a little bit. Usually your jaw or that scowl in the eyebrows. Maybe your weight can push back into your heels a little bit more. Maybe the seat drops down just a smidge farther. Awesome. One more breath here. And then exhale, forward fold. Heel toe your feet hips width apart. Right hand goes to the left ankle. Left hand goes up to the sky. Allow your right knee to bend and your left leg to straighten. Turn and look all the way up to the ceiling. And then take that twist the other way. So left hand finds the right ankle, right hand reaches to the sky. Left knee is bent. You might be getting a good stretch through the low back and hips. And then come back down to center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, feet step or float back. Find your way down dog. I'm not gonna make you do a chaturanga, but if you want, you can do a chaturanga and an up dog and a down dog. We meet here taking a big breath in. Huge breath out. Let's take the right leg, reach it up and back. As you exhale, touch your knee to your nose. Inhale, press it up and back again. Exhale, cross it under, hold it to your left elbow, and then take it up and back. And then take the right knee to the right elbow. Press it up and back. Bring your knee all the way up to your forehead, and then step the right foot between your hands. Rise up to a high lunge and breathe. Let this high lunge kind of be your resting pose here for a moment. Settling into your legs, smoothing out your breath. Then we'll add a little bit of an upright twist. So take the right hand back, the left hand forward. You're twisting toward the right and breathing. Let the twist really come through the whole spine, from the belly button, the heart space, the shoulders. Maybe even look all the way back there at your right hand. Then drop the right hand back to the left thigh. Reach the left hand high to the sky. 2 more breaths here. Don't forget to keep sinking into that front leg. On an exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Take it back. Find your way to down dog. Maybe with a chaturanga, maybe not. I'm going to catch my breath while you do that. And then we'll go for the left side. Everybody take your left leg up and back. On an exhale, touch that knee to nose. Inhale, take it up and back. Cross it under, left knee touches the right elbow. Inhale, take it back. Touch the left elbow. Inhale, up and back. Knee to forehead. Step it forward, high lunge, rise up. So strong, so steady. Big breath deep down and in. All the way up. Then we take our open body twist, so left hand goes back, right hand goes forward. I'm going to just switch so you're not looking at my back. Breathe. Take the left hand to the back side, and the right hand reaches up and back. Fill the rib space with breath. On an exhale, cartwheel your hands down and find your way all the way back to your down dog. Move with breath. 2 huge cleansing breaths here. In your nose, out your mouth. Inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees, step or float to the top on an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Rise all the way up. And bring your hands to your heart. Pause for a moment, give yourself that little check-in. Notice, head to toe, how are you? And then we'll keep going. Big toes touching, sit down, chair pose. Good. In your chair pose, try to stack your knees over your ankles. So pull the weight back. Yeah, good changes. Can you look up, not down at the floor, but up, lifting your energy. Somehow it just feels more optimistic, less terrible. Take one more breath here. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands down, feet step or float back, finding your way all the way to down dog. Come together with a big breath in. Big breath out. Right leg reaches up and back behind you. Exhale, we'll do the same pattern. Touch your knee to your nose. You can hold it here and take a push-up, and then send your leg up and back. And then press that right knee to your left elbow, hold it there, take a push-up, and send it up and back. Sound effects help. Go ahead and make them, no one can hear you. Take it over to the right, big push-up, send it back. Knee to forehead, last push-up here. Step your foot between your hands. High lunge, rise up and breathe. Open into that twist, right hand back, left hand forward, moving just a bit faster. Drop the right hand to that back thigh, reach up. Big, huge stretch. Good. And then we're gonna open this into warrior two. Just spinning the left heel down. Again, I'll change my perspective so you get my face, not my butt. And breathe. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, reach palm. And then take it to extended side angle. So right arm can rest on the right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over. You may take that right hand and press it down into the ground or a block, inside or outside of that front leg. Breathe. So think about the twist that's happening in the spine here. Open your chest towards the sky, look up. Pull that top shoulder back. Good, 2 more breaths. Press into your feet, don't forget about them. And then rise back up, warrior two. Big breath in. As you exhale, cartwheel hands down, find your way back to your down dog. A few breaths here. Catching your breath, smoothing it out, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Left leg, take it up and back behind you. Exhale, touch knee to nose. Hold it there for your push-up. Send the leg up and back. Cross it under, left knee to right elbow, big push-up. And up and back. Take it over to the left, big push-up. Send it back. Last one, knee to forehead. Push up. Step it forward, high lunge. Breathe. Take it open into your twist. Left hand back, right hand forward. Drop that back hand to your thigh, reach up and back. And then move it to warrior two. Spin the right heel down, sail in. Smooth and steady. Flip your palm, reverse your warrior. And then extended side angle, left arm to the thigh or down to the floor. Right hand is reaching up and over. Get long, just like when we were doing side plank in the beginning. This top hand is reaching. And then pull the top shoulder back. Draw this right rib cage open. Rise on an inhale. Breathe. Exhale, cartwheel, hands down. Take it all the way back to your down dog. However you choose to get there is great. Really nice work. Love seeing all of you practicing along at home. Take 2 huge breaths here, in down dog or child's pose, whatever your body needs today. We look like we could use a few more breaths. I know I could. Take 2 more. Bending the knees, look forward. Step or hop or walk to the top of the mat, folding in half. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding from the hips. Rise up to standing, reach for the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart. Good. Big breath here. From here, let's go into a few balancing poses. So, put all the weight into your left foot to start. Hug your right knee up to your chest. It should be doing the work, not your arms, right? So the leg, the abs, the hips, they're lifting that leg up. And then make it into tree pose. That can be at the thigh, the calf, or the ankle. And the hands come to the front. Breathing. Grow the arms open as you're ready. And then, because we're on a theme of twisting, let's play with some twists here. See what happens if you take your right hand back, left hand forward. Turn your chest to point over there at the right knee. Breathe. Maybe even look all the way back to your right thumb. And then with control, find your way back home, reach tall, and place it all back down. Same thing, other side. Step to the right foot, hug the left knee, make it your tree pose. Grow into it. And then just playfully exploring what happens when the left hand goes back and the right hand goes forward. The twist of the spine comes all the way up and out through the top of your head as you look back behind you. Gracefully come back to the front. And place it all down on the ground. Shake it off. Whew. Good work. Step to the top of your mat again. Stand tall, root down into your feet. Tadasana. Big breath here. As you inhale, reach up, look up to your hands. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the ground, feet step or float back. Find your way to down dog, with or without a chaturanga, that's fine. And let's put all of this balancing and twisting to work for us. Take the right leg up and back. Not that it hasn't been already, that's not fair to say. So right leg is reaching up and back. As you exhale, touch your knee to your nose, but then touch it over there to your left elbow. We're gonna make it into an arm balance. Bend your arms like chaturanga. Rest your hips on the right elbow and the left elbow. Maybe the feet fly up in the air. It's a great big twist and balance. Breathe if you're there, or not. Chaturanga when you're ready. Inhale it up. Exhale it back. Breathe. All right, so now you know what's coming for the left side. Take that left leg up and back. Bring it forward, knee to nose, but then cross it over to the right elbow. Ooh. Let the hips rest on the left elbow. Tip the weight into your hands, fly those feet high, breathe. Chaturanga when you're ready. Inhale, and exhale. Good, I'm gonna have you drop down and take a child's pose, or play with that arm balance one more time on both sides. I'm gonna watch you so I can give you a little feedback based on what I'm seeing. if anybody's up for it and trying it again. Good. So much of these tricky arm balances are just about like playing with it and figuring out how to organize where the legs go, where the arms go. That's beautiful, Julia. Looks really good. Yes, that's it. All of the things are in the right places. Let's try it on the other side. Everybody gets about 3 more breaths or so. Good. Can you get your knee way up by your armpit almost? Yes. Awesome. Okay, let's all find our way to a down dog. Huge breath in. Huge breath out. Look forward. Step or float your feet through your hands. Come down to a seat. Legs straight out front for a moment. Flex your toes back towards your face. Reach up tall. And forward fold up your legs. Breathe in here, finding some length through your spine on the inhale. Finding a little more forward fold on the exhale. And then rise back up. Let's see, I want to give you a couple more twisty options. So we're going to take the right leg, cross it over the left leg, and give it a hug. Sitting up really tall. Try to press your hips down into the mat. That left foot is flexed hard, really active through the left leg. And then take your right hand behind you. Left hand reaches up, nice and high, get that length, and then twist. And breathe. Good. Work the twist from the base of the spine to the middle of the spine, to that space behind your heart, and finally up and out through the crown of your head. Go ahead and untwist and just glance over the other shoulder for a moment, counter twist. And come back to center. Switch sides with the legs. So right leg extends out, left foot crosses over, hug it for a moment, sit tall. And then we'll take the twist. Left hand behind you, right hand reaches up and across. Twisting, twisting, twisting. Don't stop breathing. Unwind your twist. Take the counter twist, look over the right shoulder. And then come back into the center. Good. Bring both feet to the mat, knees bent. Make sure you've got space behind you. And lay yourself all the way down. Hug both knees into your chest, nice tight squeeze. We'll do 3 rounds of back bends today. Starting with bridge, bring your feet to the ground. Hands reach down towards your feet. Keep the knees, hips width apart. Keep the inner thighs nice and active and strong. Lift the hips on an inhale and breathe. You might kind of tuck those shoulders underneath you, interlace the hands. Press down through your forearms. Breathe big. And you can watch the rise and fall of your tummy and your chest here with each breath. Two more. And then bring yourself back down. Just wiggle a little bit, loosen up any tension that might have snuck into your lower body or your back. And then yogi's choice, take that same bridge pose again, or take it up to Urdhva Dhanurasana, wheel. Hands come next to the ears, right by your shoulders, not too close together. And feet are planted into the mat. Exhale all your breath out. Inhale, push the ground away as you rise up. Stay for a few breaths, preferably about 5. I'm gonna scooch close and take a look at you. Good. Can you straighten your arms? Can you push your chest through the arms, straightening the legs a little bit more? Good. To come down, tuck your chin to your chest and safely lay yourself down. And again, just take a little wiggle, rock the knees, whatever feels like it's going to release any tension that might have found its way in. Beautiful. One more round of back bends, your choice. Bridge, wheel, or if you have a prop at home, a supported bridge can be really nice. You'll just lift those hips, stick a block or a bolster or a pillow or whatever you got underneath your tailbone, and then let the weight rest against that. Breathe wherever you find yourself. Three more breaths. Find somewhere you could soften, even if you're doing a lot of work. Can you soften? Awesome. Remove whatever might be underneath and then come down. Hug your knees in toward your chest. Take a little rock side to side. Nice. And then let's go upside down with a shoulder stand. So the first option is to lay on your back and take your legs straight up to the sky. And you can just hang right here. If you want a little more release in the low back, you could slide your prop or your pillow underneath your tailbone, lifting it just a smidge, which gives a little rounding in the low back. If you want to go to shoulder stand, take these feet, toss them up and over your head. Bring your hands to your low back and hug the elbows in together, and then lift the legs to the sky. Breathe wherever you find yourself. We're going to take about 8 more breaths. Let all that fluid come down out of your legs. Let yourself enjoy the playful nature of inversions. It's kind of fun to just be upside down. And then to come out of this, go slowly. The feet can return to plow pose, up and over the head. If this feels nice and your spine is like, oh yeah, give me more, bend your knees and squeeze your ears or your temples. And then you'll slowly roll out onto your back. Your abs and your arms work as the brakes. You decide how much you want this to be work versus just putting your legs down on the ground. We'll all meet laying flat on your back. Take a nice big breath in. Side out. Take a full body stretch. Reach into the fingers, the toes. And then once again, hug the knees into your chest. Take a little rock, side to side. Feel your spine. Feel the length of it on the ground. Open your arms wide like a T. Drop both knees all the way over to the left. Look all the way over to your right hand, just like we started. Maybe you notice some differences now that you've worked and sweat and stretched. Maybe not. And then bring your knees back through the center. Drop them over to the right. Turn your head and look over to the left hand and breathe. Draw the knees back into the center. Hug your knees, wrap your arms around your shins, tuck your chin to your chest. Try to get in the tiniest little ball you can possibly make. And then on an exhale, find the opposite. Take up as much space as you can. legs extend out, arms open wide. Get big, open, and relax. Give yourself this permission to stay still. There's nowhere you need to be. There's nothing you need to do. Just lie here and breathe. Letting the body rest. As you lay here, notice the thoughts that arise. Try not to stay with them, but just let them pass by. Let your mind be clear, like a clear blue sky. And those thoughts, those distractions, they're just like puffy, fluffy white clouds passing through. Staying still, we'll take 10 more breaths. Notice how it feels to just be still. There's just as much power in power flow in this moment of stillness as there is in all of the strong, fast, sweaty stuff. There's power in being able to slow down. But alas, we must continue our days. So begin to deepen your breath again. Invite a little movement back, fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. Head can rock side to side. Arms can take that big full body stretch and then turn onto one side, coming into fetal position for one last moment here. Tell yourself thank you. Really, really tell yourself thank you for carving out this time, for taking care of yourself. And then rise back up to seated as you're ready. Let's close out our practice together with 3 breaths. We'll inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Bowing forward, we honor this practice of yoga for all it has to teach us. Mind, body, spirit, on the mat and off.